Now, the Pentagon says it is sending more U.S. troops to the Middle East in response to the growing violence. This comes as President Joe Biden welcomes the president of the United Arab Emirates to the White House for talks. Topics include the ongoing war in the Mideast and the brutal fighting and famine in Sudan. Neither conflict shows signs of coming to an end. White House correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen.
Tracy, no word tonight specifically on how many additional U.S. forces are headed to the Middle East. That number is reportedly small, however. With 4 months to go in office, President Biden is dealing with several global conflicts: the Middle East, Ukraine, Sudan, and more. Whatever conflicts that don't get resolved soon will land on the desk of either a new President Trump or a new President Harris.
On the south lawn of the White House, President Joe Biden welcomes United Arab Emirates President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan for a bilateral meeting.
Sir, can you get a ceasefire done in the Middle East before your term is up?
With war raging in the Middle East and Sudan embroiled in a violent conflict facing famine, with fears that millions of people could die from hunger, the two leaders sit down to discuss the global crises.
I've been briefed on the latest developments in Israel and Lebanon. My team is in constant contact with their counterparts, and we're working to de-escalate in a way that allows people to return to their homes safely.
President Biden was asked just yesterday if he's worried about rising tensions in the Middle East.
Yes, I am, but we're going to do everything we can to keep a wider war from breaking out, and we're still pushing hard.
The U.S. ambassador to the United Nations says Hezbollah has been supporting Hamas, so a ceasefire deal would help on both fronts.
Our message is, let us get to a cessation of hostilities in Gaza, and that will hopefully bring an end to all of this.
Meanwhile, this past weekend, President Biden invited world leaders to Delaware for a meeting of the Indo-Pacific group, the Quad.
We're democracies. We're democracies who know how to get things done.
And Monday afternoon, after meeting with the UAE's president, President Biden headed for New York for a high-level meeting of the UN General Assembly.
Now, the United Nations brings more than 140 world leaders to New York City, meeting for the first time since Hamas attacked Israel last October, almost a year ago. The leaders of Israel, the Palestinians, and Ukraine will all be there. Russian President Vladimir Putin will not be attending, but instead is sending Russia's foreign minister. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.